Hey, damn it. I messed up. Anyways, hey, it's your boy Virgo here, and another episode of Story Time with Virgo. All right, today I'm going to tell you, which is going to be a part two of the spoon story. I don't know if I mentioned about this in the previous one, but I'm going to mention about it now. Um, I had an adventure with my friends, and one time we hit number one ratings on Spoon. When I tell you this was the most stupidest thing we ever did, I kid you not, it was stupid. And this how, if you guys never heard of my NSFW, that's where I got this from. Can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I start moaning for spoons. When I say moaning for spoons, moaning for kudos, moaning for likes, for the clout. We're doing it for the clout, boys. It started with one friend, which was Dinky Cabinari. He is good at doing yaoi moans. Like he's good with yaoi moans. He's the one that got me out of my awkward shell of doing NSFW. He's the one that got me out of this awkward shell. So like throughout the time, he's like, "Hey, you should do NSFW because you do audios like on YouTube. The audios are amazing, by the way." But there's always an NSFW side of that. So I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "We should moan for spoons." I'm like, "Are you fucking retarded?" He's like, "No, I'm not retarded. Let's do it." So he's like, "Okay." He's like, "How this goes? You make your podcast, and I come in, and you invite me to the call." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll invite you to call." Okay, I made it. Boom, bam. And he's like, "Type in as the title for it, moaning for spoons." And I'm just like, "Aren't we gonna get taken down or something?" He's like, "I don't care if we get taken down. We're having fun." I'm like, all right, let's do it. I made the podcast, blah blah blah, boom, bam, bam, moaning for spoons. So he gets in the podcast. He asks for a request, the call, because they have a request button that you press when you want to join a call. So I pressed it. I'm like, bam, and I'm like, okay, what's up, bro? He's like, what's up? I'm like, okay, how we gonna do this? He's like, when somebody come in, we're gonna moan their name, and we're gonna see how many likes that they'll give us. On top of that, hoping that they give us spoons. I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay, let's go. Like 20 minutes later, 20 minutes or 5 minutes later, somebody come in, and he's like, watch this. So he starts moaning the person's username and everything, and the person's like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? What is going on in here? And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just like it. I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna vibe. I'm gonna vibe to this crackhead antics. Mind you, this on my spoon, I do crackhead antics on there all the time with me and my friends. We do it all the time. So if you have spoon and you have me on spoon, be ready for some crackhead shit. Besides the point, so he started doing more people come in, he does it. Everybody's like, oh my god, like what's going on? What the fuck is going on? I don't know, and they just like being crackhead, like and the one that make them one, that be like, we all got them horny ones. We all got them horny ones. So he's like, okay, I did it a few times. Now it's your turn. I'm like, I don't, uh, I, so I'm just like hesitating. He's like, just go for it. And I'm like, and I was just like, give him the lowest, flattest moan ever, like, uh, and everybody's just like, what the fuck? Is that a moan? I'm like, yeah, that's my moan. He's like, no, you gotta put a little oomph to it. Like, oh. And he's just showing me like so many times, and more people kept coming in. More people kept coming in. We had over like 1,000 views that was popping up. It started at 100, It started like probably at 40 and 50 and then 60 and 70. And some people left, some people leave, some people come back, some people rejoin, some people join, in and out stuff. So I'm like so nervous. I'm like sweating, bro, like just pure on sweating, nervous and everything. I'm just like, I don't think I could do this. I don't think I could do this. Oh no, I don't think I could do this at all. Like, I, I can't. So he's like, you could do it. And I'm like, I don't think I could do it. He's like, yes, you can. I'm like, I don't know. He said, just do the fucking thing. I'm like, I can't. I can't be smut and lewd. It's bad enough I draw lewd. I draw hentai. So I draw a lot of hentai, NSFW. What makes you think I will voice it? It's like, you watch hentai, right? I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's like, do you watch it or not? It's like, I'm just like, just so embarrassed to say, like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So he's like, imagine yourself as a hentai character. I'm like, me? Yeah, like, why not? You like demons, right? I'm like, yeah, I like demons. Think of yourself as a succubus. I'm like, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Now close your eyes, take a deep breath, just in and out. So I did. And he's like, relax, loosen up them shoulders, loosen up, just wiggle around like a worm. Now take a deep breath again. In and out, in and out. And then all of a sudden, I just like had my eyes still closed and I just let it out, like let out the first moan. And it's just everybody stopped and looked at me like, wait a minute, is that you that just did that? And my friend's like, yeah, yeah, we got it, we got it in the bag, boys. So and like half the guys and the spoon was like literally cheering for me, like, yeah, she got it. Cause like on Spoon, I get a lot of guys than girls. Okay, see, it's the opposite of SoundCloud that I get more girls than boys. Again, another episode explaining why I get that. Okay. Anyways, let's continue with this episode. So I kept doing it, but it's just like I wasn't even paying attention to the numbers because they show you on the side the ratings, like which top that you are. So I'm just like, just moaning for spoons, moaning, non-stop moaning. And mind you, this at this time I was in my room, door closed. My mom was asleep. My brother was asleep. Like everybody in the house is asleep. Legit, everybody's in the house asleep. So no one didn't question what I was doing in my room. So I continued moaning, moaning. And, the time, because when the time comes out, like, the time mark, they be like, oh, you hit the 10-minute mark, you hit the 5-minute mark, or the 1-minute mark. So we was like making it count, and we just kept going and 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 going. We had so many likes, so many spoons, aka kudos. We had so much. Like, he was telling me, he said, after this, we better split the spoon. I'm like, of course I'll split it with you. But the thing is, we couldn't because we didn't know how to do it. So we just kept doing it and 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 doing it until we actually reached number one. We reached like number 4, then 3, then 2, and then 1. Like at the 5-minute mark, we hit 1. And we were just like, yo, how the because my friend Dinky, he told me, he's like, yo, bro, look in the corner. I'm like, oh, he's like, yeah, we did it, I was like, oh my god, yes. I was just like so happy that we did it. But the sad part is we got banned. Because when you do stuff like that, you get banned, like, and they'll tell you the specific date of when you're gonna come back. So I came back like around Friday the 24th. I think it was like 2016 or 17 when we did it, or 18, probably 18. I don't know, but besides the point, we reached the minute mark on that joint. Like we clutched that. We was all like. I didn't expect us to reach on one, number one, rank one. Rank one is like the most popular. Get what I'm saying? It's like the most popular mark. So we was actually happy that we got that because we didn't care if we got banned. I didn't care if I got banned because I got banned. He didn't. So we did it on his and we did it again. And he got banned. We both got banned. And we got two different dates. Two different dates. They don't give you the same dates. Sometimes you can be lucky you can get the same, but we didn't. We got one earlier than the other, or one later than the other. So we just like, on the phone, and we were just like, can you not believe we won that? We did that. And then he's like, guess what? I'm like, what? He's like, you just came out your awkward shell. I'm like, I did? He's like, yeah, you remember you moaned? I was like, oh, yes, I did. And we just congratulating each other, like, yeah, he was congratulating me. He's like, you know what? You deserve, you deserve something. I'm like, what? So he drew a picture of me and him, and we were called the moan duo, the moaning duo. Yeah, we was called the moaning duo. And the thing is also too, after the days that we got unbanned, we brought our friend Tamaki into this. So me and Tamaki is like legit on Spoon doing it too. But it was just this one guy that made us laugh the most. Like it was this guy that had a Dobby account, and he was trying to do some 50 Shades of Grey in 365 days on us. And we called him. We was like we came up with, I think it was a TikTok about like how to give your significant other baby names. So my dumbass friend Tom Key decided to call this guy Lord Farquaad. She moans Lord Farquaad. I moaned Optimus Prime. So we just kept calling the viewers Lord Farquaad and Optimus Prime. And then we came up with some cringy ass pickup lines for those characters. So it was just hilarious. I was like, you can roll out anytime inside. I think, and I forgot how it went, but it was cringy as hell. It's cringy as hell. It was funny though. The funny part, we both got banned from both of our accounts. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I kid you not. I kid you not. It was hilarious. But the thing is, we made a backup account so we could do that on the backup account when the first account opens back up. So we was just doing it all day and all night, just messing with people nonstop. It was just hilarious. It was just simply hilarious. And that's how I started to become like an NSFW artist, like in voice wise. I would start doing NSFW voiceovers and stuff like that. Or I should say not voiceovers but audios. But it like the more I kept doing it, it was just hilarious. It was just cool. It was just great. It was just legit great. I kid you not, it was great. So if you catch anything that says Moaning for Spoons and it has female Deku as an icon and has submissive Deku on it, better believe that is me. That is me doing that fuck shit. Okay, that is me doing that fuck shit. So that's part 2 of the Spoon story. I'll keep you guys updated if I have any more Spoon stories. But thank you. I just wanted to just let you guys know and tell you about this part of the story, the part 2 of it. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya, my fellow celestial spirits. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more crackhead content. I'll see you guys later. Virgo signing out. Peace.